Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf. So, I'm on the trusty Triumph Explorer 2017, the XCa variant, the more off-road variant, and I'm going to talk about the best 5 things, or the 5 best things about this bike. RevelatorAlf. So number 1, it's got to be the engine. The engine, this triple engine, 1215cc, is just amazing. Never skips a beat. Lots of power, lots of smooth power. It's not erratic, there's no sort of flat spots through it, and it's both off-road and both good off-road and on-road as well. Obviously you adjust the mapping according to whatever you want, but even when it's in that road mode, off-road, it's still really good as well. The only thing you've got to watch out for is you want to go uphill or you get onto some loose gravel or stuff, then the electronics traction control starts to shut down the engine a little bit, but then you just disengage the traction control and away you go. But number 1, the engine is fantastic. Number two, I'm going to talk about the brakes. Actually, brakes on here is Brembo brakes. Now again, they are great wearing. On the front here, 15,000 miles, would you believe I have not changed the front pads yet, and they still got life in them. The rear, because I'm doing a lot of off-road riding, the rear on the second, on the third pad, set of pads right now, but actually that's more because the bulk of my riding, about 67%, is off-road, and I do tend to ride the rear brake a lot, but in terms of actually braking capability, fantastic, really good. Number three is the overall design of the bike. Now when I talk about the overall design, it looks pretty good, it looks the business, but actually it's ergonomically, it's just right. It's right for a tall rider. It's right for sort of both on-road, the big touring package, if you want. It's really comfortable to ride. And off-road, it's really capable as well. But, overall, just little things. Now, one particular thing which I'm going to talk about, which is really good, is let's say when you go off-road, and, okay, I've got all the boxes on today because I'm carrying stuff. But even without the boxes, if let's say you had to lean the bike over or drop the bike, the way it's designed, actually you very rarely damage the bike. In fact, you're not going to damage the bike at all. The bars pick up a lot of the stress. If you've got the boxes and the frame for the boxes, that'll knock in as well, and that holds up the bike. Nothing is really exposed. If you've got the engine protector bars as well, brilliant. So the overall design of the bike is really good. So number 4, best thing about this bike. So here, right here in the gear selector here, it doesn't actually go directly into the gearbox. What you've got is a mechanism that actually is a remote mechanism which actually goes up into here. So if you snap the gear lever, okay, you can still ride the bike home just because it hasn't actually gone into the gearbox. Believe me, a couple of times I've snapped gear levers there, bent them out of shape, and I've been able to keep on riding off-road, still ride another 100 miles, been absolutely fine. The first time it freaked me out a little bit and I thought, oh crikey, this is no good, but actually once I figured it out, it'd be absolutely fine, just carried on. So, number 5, overall, the best thing about this bike, the engine's good, overall design is great, remote gearbox lever configuration is great, is this, and the brakes, obviously, really great, but this, would you believe, this electronic windscreen, and it will just go up and down, you just select it. The amount of times that you have to change that according to different riding conditions, whether you're on-road, off-road. Off-road, you tend to put it all the way down just in case it gets snagged on stuff, and you don't really need it. On the motorway, if you're going for the tour, you put it up, you get the wind off your face. So it is a lot better, you know, and it's a great little thing. Lots of bikes comparable to the age were all manual settings. You had to virtually manhandle the thing to put it into position, or undo screws, you know, to reposition it. Where this is all electronic. So overall, you know, this has been a great bike. It's been a great bike, some great features, and those have been my best 5 things about the bike. Just absolutely brilliant. Right, well, hope you found that useful at least. Check out the website RevelatorAlf.com. More videos coming on the Triumph Explorer. I've got a big review, big 3-year review coming up on the bike as well. Please subscribe to the channel and check out the Patreon account, RevelatorAlf. We appreciate your support there as well. Right, catch you on the next one. Ta-da.
RevelatorAlf.